Hey guys, this is Yu Hong Chen. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is the first video I'm making about some tutorial. Yesterday, one of my friends sent me a music video. She really wants to know how the effect of some of the footages are made. So I made this tutorial to show you. Now let me show you the footage. Okay, that's the effect she wanted to do. And this effect is really simple actually. It's just two color blocks both on the upside and the downside of the footage. And the footage is rotating actually, and they are with some keyframes to control them moving outwards. And it also added a subtitle and a blur effect with keyframes. Now let me show you. First, we add our footage onto the timeline, project setting into 30 frames per second. And all my footage was shot on 120 frames per second, so I can easily do some slow motion effect on post-production. So I should go to the inspector to turn it 100 degrees upside down and right direction footage. And then I drag two white color blocks to pretend it as the frames on both upside and downside. And I go to the inspector and set the Y position to 800. Okay, that's great. Duplicate these color blocks and set its Y position into -800 so it appears downside. That looks great. Kind of change footage, the length of the color blocks at 3 keyframes. The beginning of the timeline and the middle where I wanted the effect starts and the end of the timeline. And then at the end of the timeline, I selected the keyframe and move my color blocks outwards to animate it. Okay, I just set to 1080 and it can completely move out of my sight. The bottom side color block should be set into -1080. That's great. And then I add a little visibility to give it some kind of blur effect. Okay, then I'll add the blur effect to my original footage. There are multiple properties that can be keyframed, and we used a mount here, like the same as the frames. We added 3 to 4 keyframes on and set a couple of arguments. Let's see, the blur is coming out at the beginning, gradually fade out. And we add some subtitles and other keyframes, and here is our final result. Okay, that's pretty easy actually, and it's all about keyframes. Keyframe is the most important thing in some editing programs like Premiere Pro, like Avid, like Edius, or my Final Cut Pro. That's pretty easy, right? If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribe my YouTube channel, and I will share more to you guys. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.